This is Martin from CKIDS, the channel for learning about trading and investing. Welcome to a new video from the crypto assets training series. So it's been quite a while since we had talked about crypto. A lot of things happened meanwhile, but today we are going to look at something that's very interesting, right? Crypto as an asset for long-term investment. Now we're talking about crypto derivatives like futures and options, how we can trade on the underlying cryptos. So let's get into and see the action. So before that, just a brief wrap up on what all things are happening. So basically, if you look at the charts here, the Bitcoin top and Ethereum on the downside, you can see that it's going through a correction phase. So that's a 50% fall from the down. Right? That's a kind of volatility that you have in the cryptocurrencies, right? So this was an earlier attempt. So this within 6 months gap, you had 250 plus percentage of correction from the top, right? And right now the correction, was intensive for the last couple of months or more than that because of various reasons like inflation, global energy crisis, mining issues in Ukraine, because of Ukraine, Russia issues, and so basically it's as usual. It's a correction phase, and the Bitcoin and all the cryptocurrencies are highly volatile. It has, a lot of people have basically lost money if they invested, right? But if it is for a long-term perspective, and if you understood what crypto is and what is the nature of the beast, right? Then, if you are putting money for longer duration, and understanding the concepts behind that, then you shouldn't worry. But trading would have lost a lot of money, or short-term traders or short-term investors might have lost money. So that's a part of this thing. Even our markets corrected nearly 15-16%. So 50% in the crypto is not a big deal, right? So latest news, as a few days back, is that so before getting in that, there was a lot of uncertainty that was there, right, regarding whether the government is going to ban. So first of all, the background is that we knew that ban is not a possibility at all, because crypto in India has got large number of investors. More than 6 lakh crores rupees has been invested. What some of the figures are saying. So also any ban on the currency, coins or tokens as such would lead to staying far behind the underlying technology of the crypto, that is various other applications other than financials, right? Blockchain technology. We had seen all that in the previous videos. If you have not seen, refer to those. So technically banning anything on the internet also is not possible, right? Even if you ban, people will find not networks of that. Internet ban doesn't work. So, and also several developed nations have and big investors, big banks like GPMC, all of these have when big investors like Red Value, and many of them have put in their money on crypto, believing the concept behind that, and then so they do not put in their money just like an ordinary investor who has limited knowledge about the future financial trajectory. So these people understand that. So nations, investors, and even financial institutions also has investment, and several IT companies like MicroStrategy and all this. So they put a lot of they invested means. So obviously this is not something that can be banned. So obviously our government, Indian government, has understood that, and there is some clarity that has come in, even though it's not a good outcome. That is 100% good, we cannot say, because 2022 budget has considered crypto as a digital asset indirectly, right, by putting a heavy tax of 30% on that. We are not getting the tax details, but it is heavy taxing, and the purpose of the government is the huge money that can be collected at tax is one intention. Second is ban is not a possibility, and we will stay behind on the technology and from the global perspective. So but same time discourage, like any other government will do. The fiat currency is what governments will encourage. So in order to discourage, a huge tax has been put, and details, a lot of additional details regarding taxation is getting evolved slowly, but some amount of clarity has come in our country regarding the crypto. So that is something positive that has happened, but that the uncertainty has gone to some extent, right? And so there are two things. It's big correction that's happening across all the assets, including crypto, all the stock markets, bond markets, everywhere this correction phase is going on, and crypto is also doing it. Second is our government has, for the first time, 2022 February, has considered this as a taxable asset. Now let's get into the crypto options, right? So we'll just very quickly go through that. Basically there are four steps. First is, how do you start to trade in crypto? Crypto can be traded in different exchanges, but the most popular that has come as of now you know, uh, is something known as Delta.Exchange. Right? This is Delta.Exchange. This is the exchange that it's a DeFi, right? Decentralized financial crypto application. So it's an exchange, right? That is considering the various cryptocurrencies uh, as the underlying, and then allow facilitate derivatives trading like futures and options. Right? We are going to learn about how to trade crypto options, right? So before before getting into trading the crypto, the first thing is you need to have the INR that needs to come in here. The first point is that you cannot transfer Indian currency directly into the data exchange. It has to be USDT. No, USDT is a stable coin, right? It comes to around 78 rupees if you convert. So the first thing is to open an crypto account with a crypto Indian exchange like a Vault or a WazirX. So I'm going to show. I have both WazirX and Vault. The problem is Vault is that it allows, it has stopped allowing free net banking now. Only certain banks, you can go to the Vault site and then check which all banks are allowed for the transfer. So from net banking is the only option that's available in Vault. But in WazirX we have the options to transfer different ways, right? So the most popular thing is the P2P, right? So that is one way of transferring. So basically from our bank account the money has to come in and sit in the crypto exchange that is popular in India. We can use many of that. Sappe, WazirX, Vault, and also Vault and WazirX are popular that I have accounts. Since I'm also not a big active trader, I'm only experimenting just certain things here and there, right? I'm not a heavy investor as of now, right? Exploring and keeping in pace with what's happening around. So P2P is something that can be used. So P2P basically use the UPI. So basically P2P allows you to buy the USDT INR. It's nearly 78 rupees. So when you give, when you click on this buy, uh, when you click on this buy, uh, basically so I'm not doing that. So basically, you just have to click on that buy, and then when you give the UPID of your bank, so the first thing is when you have to create an account with FedEx. For that, you have to do the KYC procedures. It's very straightforward. Once the KYC is done, your account will be open. You'll get a screen like this, and then go to P2P. Click on add and then put the UPI ID of your bank. So before that, you have to activate the bank. The bank account details has to be given. They will deduct 1 rupee and then it will be activated. And after that, you have to click on P2P and then give the UPI ID of the bank, and your money will, and use the Google Pay. Just like use UPI for transacting. Using the Google Pay, you authorize, and then the request will go. Right. So basically, they are putting it in an escrow account, and WazirX will keep on updating on the status of that. Right. Of the request for you to buy the USDT INR. It allows P2P only in the USDT INR. So once it is done, then you will get a email ID of the matched person's UPI ID, and that UPI ID you have to transfer it using the Google Pay, right, from your UPI ID linked bank account. So using the Google Pay from one UPI ID to the UPI ID, the money will get transferred. Once it may take up to 4 hours, but this does not have any fees, they are absolutely free. So you get the money transferred through Google Pay UPI account to the other person, and we have to take the screenshot of the money that is transferred to the other person's UPI ID and then upload it, and within 4 hours your money will get credited. Once this is credited, you have to go to the exchange and go to USDT, and you'll have to uh, you know you have to go and buy this, right? Here you have to put what is the amount and click on buy XRP. So if your USDT that is bought right now, I don't have any balance in here, I already transferred. So whatever USDT you had purchased will get converted to XRP, right? Because you need, so that is the second step, right? So you need everything in the XRP. Otherwise, because basically Delta Exchange needs USDT, as the coin for trading. It doesn't accept anything else. Now, in order to transfer that, you first bought it using the PTP. Second thing is USDT to from one exchange to other exchange is very costly. It comes to $50, $20 to $50. It's very costly for the amount that you're transferring. Huge fees, gas fees are there. So you have to convert in the Vazirex or whatever funded exchange your USDT into XRP, and then that amount has to be transferred into the Delta exchange. I'm not going to the details. A lot of videos are available in the net itself. So in order to transfer that, you just you just have to select that um, particular this thing. There is an ID and a tag memo. These two details has to be put into the wherever you are transferring it, right? So that place you have to put paste that, you know and so this is where you have to. So basically just I'm trying to explain the transfer mechanism. So basically um, you have the crypto exchange, right? The Indian exchange, that is was here X, right? So you have your bank, right? And from your bank you have INR that need to be first transferred here, right, into Vazirex or Vauld or any other exchanges that you may know, right? So you can Vazirex makes use of the P2P concept, which is UPI based, right? Vauld and Vazirex both have got net banking, but net banking is incurring more charges. This is free. So P2P is peer to peer. When you transfer using Vazirex, whatever amount, first you have to link the Vazirex with the bank account, right? So then you say you want to buy USDT. So P2P is only available in USDT, right? You have seen that. Click on buy, then it will find another peer who want to sell it. When match occurs, then it will give you the ID of this person, second person's ID it will give, and into that ID using Google Pay transfer the amount to that guy, right? Vazirex will give you his ID. Using Google Pay you transfer the amount that Vazirex is asking for the USDT, pay to him. Once the transaction is over, up to 4 hours as I said, you need to then, so that's stuff. Next is to, so now you have Vazirex which has got USDT, say 10 USDT is there, right? So once this is available, you need to transfer it to Delta Exchange, right? So to transfer Delta Exchange, your USDT to USDT, Delta Exchange needs USDT. This is having heavy fees. If you try to transfer, it is possible. So what you do is Vazirex itself, you convert this USDT into another coin known as XRP and transfer that XRP into Delta Exchange so that XRP comes here. and after it comes here, convert that into USDT, which is used for our trading, right? Now, in order to do the XRP to XRP conversion, after you buy the USDT from X, you have to go to deposit in the Delta Exchange, click on XRP, it will give you two IDs, deposit address and tag. These two things you have to give to the other guy. Which guy? The X guy. Right? What you have to do is go to the funds, select the particular thing that you want, click on deposit, it will ask you the address and the tag, which you got it here. These two things has to be put here, and then the money get transferred into Delta Exchange. Right? That is the whole procedure. Hope it's clear. Trading basically. I'm just going a little bit faster. I want to get the details. So that's what is explained here. The funds has to be transferred to the Indian exchange like the Vauld and all these things, and then it has to be converted to XRP. Basically, you have to buy the XRP, and convert the USDT that you have done, and then transfer it to the Delta Exchange using the address that I have shown, and then you have to look at the levels and place the order. That's all. So once money is coming here, you can trade it just like it's pretty much easy. See that this is a live trade that I have put for right. So it will come in here, and once it is here, you can trade just like the option. So here you can see this is the option chain that you see for the Bitcoin BTC, right? And you're seeing the option chain prices. The strike prices are here. Mark price is what the price is actually. This is a bid and ask on the left side. Mark price on the calls side. This is on the put side. You can see it's calls and puts. This is the market depth that you're seeing there. So if you're shorting, then one thing that you have to make sure is click on best bid, right? Put the quantity. Before that, one thing that you have to do is isolate it. So here you have to click the level of leverage that you by default it's 5x. You can take up to 50 or 100, but always use this judicially. So depending on that, you put the quantity here, and then you take the stop loss that you want to take it at. It's a bracket order basically, right? Trading stop loss, and so the moment it has come down to 2, if you're option selling, then exit. The moment it has gone above 40, then automatically gets stopped out. So it will exactly show how much you will get, PNL. So based on this, you can calculate right now. This is an example. So based on this, you can calculate the risk reward ratio of what you are investing and what you can get. Right. So this is like 1:1 kind of. So if you win, you will get only $1, one USDT. If you lose, you will get one. You lose one USDT. Right. So depending on what strike prices you are choosing, you will get the risk reward and details. All details will be there, and then after that, you just have to click on you just have to click on the this is something else that so basically if suppose I am selling a car, right? I am taking best bid price of 112 or just example, right? We increase the leverage, right? So then I take 10 and 2 and the price goes to 25, so I get $3. No 1:1 reward. So this is like industry trader, right? And then you'll get this prompt, and if you put on place order, the order will come in, appear down like this, right? So now I'm in profit of 0.5 USDT. Just some sample trades that has been done, right? So that is what this is all about. The video will get into more time, so just wanted to briefly explain what is it. So that's it. So select the banks, so SLX allows you to do the net banking also, but I showed you the P2P, which is not having any fees. If you do the net banking, you'll have fees. Vault has select banks only, that is used for P2P. Then I showed you you are doing you need that transaction to be done in the Delta Exchange. Delta Exchange it is only with USDT. So USDT to one exchange or the exchange is expensive, so you have to convert into Ripple and then transfer it using the address, and then once it is converted, you just convert, it will appear in the Delta.Exchange, and once Delta.Exchange, you convert that back to the USDT and start trading, right? So basically then use the technical analysis to watch the charts, right? So that's basically, you know what is Bitcoin charts, right? BTC USD, it is like 44,500. So we, right now if you look at this position, I have sold 44,100. So 44,000. So I am assuming that this level, this is a support zone, and market won't fall below that. So as long as so basically I'm assuming that I'm bullish. I'm selling a put means I'm bullish, right? I've sold a put of 44,100, assuming that the market will move up and not fall below the level. So 44,100 is what I, just like we are doing any other option selling, right? So that is the thing, right? So that is the thing. Just once more, let's wind up. So the good thing is that why do you need to do this? Because you don't, so in order to sell any few options, you need at least 1 lakh for one lot. And 20 lakhs means, look at the amount, whatever you're hedging. If you're completely hedging, then it's fine. But if you're doing very ordinary option selling, or not completely hedged positions, then it costs a lot of money, right? Here you get leverage, but leverage is a double-edged sword. You have to be very careful and cautious, and use it only with tight stop losses, right? So you get very good leverage, that is one advantage. Then you have the bracket order, stop loss, and target can be placed easily. There is no strike price problem. Everyday expiry is there. That's the beauty of this, right? You can see that here we have the expiry on every day, right? 26, 27, 20, almost all the days, not every day, almost all the days they will have the expiry. By 5:30 p.m. the expiry happens, and then you just have to enter in the morning and then exit in the evening. And the decay benefit for that one day, you get it, or enter in the afternoon when the decay is more, right? That's how you do this, right? So that's advantage. Then you have the pair of charts also. I don't think there's time enough to show that, but you have the strategy builder. You even do paper trading also here, right? You can add right? So all of this payoff charts and all this, they're not showing in detail, just like how we are using Upstra or any other payoff charts. You can use this just similar to that, right? These are the advantages I'm saying. So everyday expiry, that's the best thing. Very good leverage to trade, right? You have payoff charts, and you also have paper trading, and you can do all that paper trading and see how the positions move, right, without actually trading. That is also possible, right? So they're all the reasons why. So the platform is ready, user friendly. Now there is no statutory warning that is there, and this is only for introducing you. I myself have not invested. Just hardly anything, just to explain the concept. So you have to be very cautious. Do not put more than the money that you can afford to lose. Crypto underlying itself is very volatile. We know 50-55% of movement is happening. Options by default, it's volatile. The gamma Greeks, we know that options are heavily volatile. The price would shoot up like a rocket, and then it will decay like falling stone, falling knife. It can, so movements are very swift, and you can wipe out your entire capital if you're putting on. So always have stop losses. Use the bracket orders. Use leverage, over leverage. Don't use it. Put in, transfer the funds only that much that you can afford. There is no regulatory body that if you are losing the money. So keep all these things in mind. But this is a great place to trade, and keep in mind on the tax implications also. It's heavily taxed. So understand that. I'll probably come up with some tax videos in the future, but tax implications are there. Risk or leverage, volatility, all these are concerned. So be cautious, but it's a great place to learn trading using another underlying, right? It's not mandatory that we entire life we trade only on NSE. The only thing is there is no regulatory body here, right? So the percentage that you're putting your capital into this has to be very, very minimal that you can afford, very cautiously until things get more clarity over a period of years, right? So happy trading, happy learning. Thanks for watching. If you like, subscribe and share it to your friends so that everyone benefits. Thanks for watching. Bye.